Waluku Barbarians claim victory once more in the Kabaka Coronation Sevens season 2025. Cynthia Roy is my name. Welcome to the Rugby Ramble. I bet you had a beautiful weekend as the rugby fraternity, and I'm so sure you were entertained. In studio today, I am joined by an ego. Please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hello everyone, my name is Job Wembabazi, the fly-half Eagles Rugby Club.
Fly-half. Are you the next Mago?
In the making.
In the making?
Yes.
Is he your mentor or do you look up to him?
Obviously, him being a senior, playing the same position as I do, I have to identify a few things that I find very appreciative about him.
How do you find rugby?
Very interesting. Very
For how long
interesting.
have you played rugby?
7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
Take us through.
Well, it all started when I joined Amiango College. That is in my senior one. And it's compulsory after 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks of joining the school?
After 2 weeks of joining the school.
Compulsory.
After your orientation, you have 1 more week of just knowing all the sports in college. Then the next week, all Form 1s move to the pitch. And you're exposed to the sport.
Dictatorship.
Exactly. Not dictatorship. It's like them giving you the right path.
You mean everyone is interested?
Not everyone is interested, but you can never know whether they're interested if they don't know what they're getting into.
All right. So how have you found it? How do you compare school rugby or high school rugby, as we call it, to the rugby out this way? I understand you've played for Eagles not so long.
Yeah.
And how did you find it? How have you found it? What are your best moments, your lowest moments, and all that? And how is Eagles Rugby Club doing? Well,
Eagles is not doing bad. It's actually doing very okay. I think we're in that stage of growth because this season did not go well. We were relegated, unfortunately. But then this sends us back to the drawing boards on how best we can re-strategize and make sure that the long-term goals are reached. Now, you're asking how I found, I don't know that you're talking about the best moments in Eagles or the best moments in my rugby career.
In your rugby career.
Well, you know, rugby is like, it's like a roller coaster actually. You're going to always find the hard times. Now, the first time that I was like, was in my Form 3 when we were supposed to join under 15. And when we were supposed to join under 15, that was now my class. I didn't make it to that team. So I was there wondering, they're making a list of players.
And you're nowhere to be seen.
I'm nowhere to be seen. There are 35 names in the book.
And you're like, how can I miss in these 35?
When you're going for school outings, under 15, they only take 17 players. You're like, come on, nada.
Will I make it?
Just there, and I'm like quitting. Then, as I'm walking towards, actually, I was almost sitting. Then, my coach, Coach Sema, calls me randomly and is like, hey, Semakula, yes, Morris. So like, he was the coach of under 17 then. So he's all like, can you do for me something small? And I'm like, yeah, I can try. What is that? Play number 10 for under 17. Now that's a Form 4 team. But I was like, yes, I can try. So he was looking for someone who can pass a ball to both sides. And that was my strength. I think one of the greatest strengths in O-level by that time. Because no Form 4 had it. The Form 4 had it was playing number 9. So now they were looking for someone who can do it as well. So that was one of it. So when he called me that day, that was actually one of the most life-changing things in my rugby career. Ever since that day, I started progressing.
And in the Eagles, like in the outside school, what has been your high note experience or moment?
Well, it may be a funny one, though my best moment in this season was the first tackle that I made.
Who did you tackle?
What's his name? I've forgotten his name. He played the national team. Hippos player.
Forward?
Yes, a lock.
Fahad? No, he's a lock. Tolopio? The tall one.
So after line out, it
gave
was
him.
our line out. I'm standing there at the 9th position ready to receive the ball like, sir, it goes into his hands. So I'm just thinking, what next for me? Is a big boy coming? I'm a small man. I just tied my hat and that was my first tackle of the season as a player.
Oh.
In this season, yeah.
In your rugby career at Eagles, how have you found it? You were there when did you play along the late?
Yes, I did actually. It was a friend of mine. We played the same number.
Yeah.
I'm
sure that Shat retired. What is your jersey number? What is your jersey number? Because Shat 10, as far as we all know, Shat 10 was retired by the Eagles Rugby Football Club in honor of the late Ronald Kayondo. What is your Shat number?
Number 16.
Number 16.
Yes.
Aish. So there is no Shat 10.
There's no Shat 10.
Okay. We love that his legacy still lives on, and the medical fund of Athletic Medical Fund from the Ronnie Kayondo Foundation is on. We urge all players to register so we can make rugby a safe sport. We can make medical reach out to players that need it. On current issues, how did you find the Kabaka Coronation Sevens?
Kabaka Coronation Sevens, being my first.
Was it your first circuit?
My first
Seven circuit.
Yes,
all
out
right.
of school. I was used to the one-day program.
Okay.
Sunday
program.
You go, wake up, go and win and come back.
Go and win and come back.
Yeah,
compromise.
That's the Namiyango story.
We go and win and come back.
Go win and come back.
How did it feel Saturday and yesterday and?
Well, Saturday didn't go well for us. We had we're in the champions group, Walukuva, Heathens, and Chisubi Pacers. So, but you see, one thing about a sevens tournament is that fitness is a very key point. And
so you were not fit?
I'm not saying we're not fit, but they were fitter.
They were
so fitter. Yes, so at a point, that's why in all those games we started by dominating. Then at a few points we lagged behind.
How did you feel losing the Challenger Cup final to Rams?
That game really hurt. It really hurt because we actually had it. We had it. Yeah,
what was the final score?
The final score was 19-7,
right?
Yeah. It was very serious.
You know, when it comes to sevens, you understand, well, Rams was also relegated in the 15s, so which makes it was not relegated in the sevens, and you Eagles have just come up to the core status of sevens, and Rams has been there. So they always say when Rams finds you down there in the Challenger Manyanga final, you're dead meat.
No.
But do you feel your team should be playing Challenger final?
Not really. That is a place for Rams. Exactly, that's a place for Rams to dominate.
I am not in your shit.
But then, no, that's what you termed it.
I am not in your things.
So for us, this was just a slip where we had to participate in their league, but we know where we are supposed to be. So soon, in the next circuits, with more hard work and more strategies drawn, you'll find us in the quarterfinals.
Gulu circuit.
Gulu circuit.
Are you traveling to Gulu?
Personally, unfortunately not.
But
the team will be representing.
Should we expect the mentality you have that we assume even your fellow players are having that mentality that you wish them to carry to the Gulu
Well,
circuit?
that's the beauty of Eagles. It's one big family. And you know, when you come from the same mother, you think alike. So I am just echoing out what is in the walls of the house. But otherwise, each and everyone is going with a winning mentality to make sure that they break it to the quarterfinals the next day.
How far do you know about women's rugby? Or you just watch it and you just see girls playing rugby and then you're okay? Do you try to follow it up? Do you have a team you support since Eagles doesn't have a women's side?
Yes, I greatly move with the Thunderbirds because I've seen very many familiar faces with them. And it's a team that it's actually the first female team that I was introduced to, knowing that women also indulge in the sport. Yes,
okay.
and with them, with a few players that I once trained with actually Quarters Rugby Academy, you can now see that most of them are now joining Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with the players there, so I think that's the team I would.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Thunderbirds is the reigning champion of the Kabaka Coronation Sevens women's side, as Walukuba Barbarians is the champion, defending. Yeah, Walukuba managed to defend their title at the Kabaka Coronation Sevens, and they walked away with 5 million shillings from the organizers, Beyond Sports, the team at the Buganda Sports Board, and everyone who managed to make that circuit a success. We saw, you watched the final, right?
Yes, I did.
Walukuba won the final 19-5, beating Heathens on home soil. We watched Walukuba beat Heathens twice in one circuit on home soil, Chadondo Rugby Ground. I understand the Heathens fans are not feeling well. The streets are hot. We saw Pirates supporting Walukuba. What do you have to talk about this as a player? What do you have to talk about this engagement, the adrenaline that was on pitch as the final? Because we understand Walukuba Heathens was the final game of day one.
Yes.
In the group stages.
Yes.
And here they meet again on day 2 in the final.
Nice.
So what do you have to... Did you learn anything from that? We saw from the fan side, we saw Pirates supporting Walukuba. Instead, after all, they failed to make it. Pirates failed to make it to the final. Do you happen to be a Pirate fan?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, I'll swallow that question. But from a player perspective, how did you find the adrenaline on pitch?
Now you see in that
the
final,
intensity of the game.
when we knew that it was Walukuba Heathens in the final, we knew it was going to be war. The way they call the Impis grounds the graveyard, we knew Chadondo was going to
become the graveyard.
It was going to have blood splashing everywhere, because on day one, you saw every try that would happen.
And we were still in the group stages.
Yeah, someone would hold the other, you're seeing tackles are going to the fans, So at the end of it all, in the final, it was just great exposure of rugby, really, because we did not see any players getting into those hassles. They were actually just exhibiting great rugby, and then, as I said, the fitter team.
The fitter team won.
The fitter team won. In sevens, you can't say...
There's no luck.
There's no luck. The fitter team always wins. It's just a matter of 14 minutes. Who wants it?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Oh, okay.
So.
Still, from a player's perspective, Walukuba winning, the fitter team. If on the two teams, which was your side? I understand some fans were hate watching. Of course, even some of you players were hate watching. But who are you looking up to? Who are you looking up to?
Oh, in that game, I thought Heathens was going to win, because because
I was a Walukuwa. Yes, I was a Bavarian.
Yes, I understand.
No, you
I just thought, no, me personally, not that I was taking a side, but you see one thing about these games mainly, and the best is that once you meet a team and that team beats you, it is very unlikely for it to win again. So I was certain that maybe Walukuwa will come when it is thinking that these are our shores, but then actually they became their shores. Because I expected Heathens to step up, because now that score was even worse than the first day. First day they tried. Now it's like the second day they are shores. So I thought that Heathens going to come.
They just emphasized the point.
They emphasized the point very well. Everyone kept quiet. Those trays were so clean. So like,
Shout out to you, the Heathens fans. We love you so much. And to the team, hard luck, heads up. As a player, I would love you to, I wouldn't really want to indulge into the Jinja matters, but Jinja is having issues. You know about it. It is the morning of the tournament that Jinja pulls out of the tournament. Did you see that writing?
I saw the writing.
And as a player, what do you have to say about such a matter where players are being seated out not to play a tournament because of managerial issues or technical issues? That because as a player, what you need is game time. All you need is to play rugby. So yes. What do you think, or what do you have to say about the fact that players were sat down because of managerial issues?
Well, that is actually that's a very saddening. Because I believe in a sport, the first thing that in rugby, when you choose to play rugby, we have put a lot on the line. When you see someone like the late passing on in the sport itself, we should know that now the players that are willing to continue with it have put so much on the line. Now, I don't believe that someone that is in charge, someone that is not actually putting themselves on that line, someone that is fronting people on that line, should first consider what the players have to say or what the players want, because you're supposed to be in your comfort zone when you're on that pitch. You're supposed to be playing when you are there to enjoy yourself, because it's a sport. We all love and enjoy rugby. So as a player, you're supposed to first be in the right state of mind to enjoy, and that starts from the management. So I believe that different managements, because we have also seen, it's in Uganda we find that we're having very many people talking about, let me say, hey, this team's management, union, what, which I don't want to. But then that should enlighten on those that are willing to take up these positions, that maybe let us change strategies on making sure that first player satisfaction comes first, then we can look at other.
Thank you so much for that submission. Our brothers in Jinja, all the stakeholders at Jinja Hippos RFC, we are sending you love, we're sending you cyber hugs, and let rugby win. May the sport win. So sliding into another matter, on our 16th, Irish Blackrock is coming here to face the Uganda All Stars. That squad is out. Have you seen it?
I've seen the squad.
What do you have to say about the squad?
The squad looks enticing.
Sure.
Looks enticing.
You're contented with the squad?
I'm very content with the squad. You can see the players shortlisted. Me, I'm very even happy that my year mate, Mugabe Ethan, has made it onto that squad.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think he deserved it. But I personally am disappointed in the squad, because on the presser that was held at Chadondo, I don't remember when, the coach promised to give young players who have been dropped on the national team, not because they are bad players, but because they are players in making. They are still work in making. So we expected, I personally expected to see more of those players, more of the youngins, more of the young talent that needs game time, confidence, and experiment. And here we are still having players that even played rug on this same squad. Is that really enticing? Yeah.
Basing on what you said, I actually understand that now, if judging from the squad,
you should have been on that squad as number 10.
Sure.
But then here we are. Maybe just to rush it out for our dear viewers, the squad has Asumani Mugera, Watum Cyrus, Fahad Maido, Mugabe Ethan, Uhuru Charles, Aturinda Arex, Olango Alan, Omodin Alan, Ofoyroth Aaron, Liam Walker, Okane Nobat, Ogena Pius, Wokorach Michael, Odrua Robinson, Aredo Joseph, William Kore, Chivumbi Saul, Chimboa Collins, Otto Michael, Wandera Brian, Desire Ayera, Alu Stephen, Magom Ivan, Jeremiah Okello, Ofoyroth Dennis, Taufik Bagalana, Haruna Muhammadi, Makumbi Simon, Odiambo Andrew, Okumu from Kakira RFC, Bob Kawanda, Philip Wokorach, Sylvester Mungwashel. I think that this game is going to be in the middle where we're having a break from the seconds. Most of the players here are active sevens players.
Most of them, though, most of the players that are also on that have not actively participated in this first circuit.
Yes. Now, what I'm trying to echo out is the players that have played or are going to play the first two circuits, like the Gulu and that next circuit, they would need rest because it is a rest weekend. Aren't, as a player, is in need of working players. Let us have your views on the Rugby Rambo pages. Please engage, like, follow, and comment on our X pages, YouTube channel, and TikTok. So, still on that squad.
Well,
the squad has Charles Uhuru. The squad has Watum Cyrus. Watum Cyrus is a forwards coach for Victoria University, who retired from Heathens RFC. And we see Watum Cyrus coming back to play on the squad.
Now you see,
I'm a little disappointed. I'm not saying the players that have been named are not good players, but I'm a little disappointed because according to what the coaches had told us on the presser, we expected to see young talent so that they could build their confidence, be given playing time, and all that. Maybe it would have helped the national team scout more, and of course players to shine out.
Yeah, that's so true. You see, how can I say? You see, I want to just give a few examples from outside. What if you're to look at teams okay, if you look outside in general, now their countries have very serious under-20s, which is one thing that we are lacking as a country. Uganda has proven that its ability to host tournaments, and our under-20 was relegated from participating in Africa Games. So I believe, since we have showed that we can host, let us try to get that exposure one more time, like inviting African teams to come and we have a tournament, and then we surface ourselves. Now, we are failing to find that there are few players that we can identify at root level and develop them. Now, I look at the players that are mostly on teams now. When I used to follow, Magom was an under-20 captain. Sepeke was an under-20 captain. So in those days, they were very serious. And now you can see that now Magom actually became the captain of the national team. And this is not news in outside countries. You can see that, per se in South Africa, an under-20 player moves straight forward. We saw in the Kenyan team, an under-20 player was also and was playing very well in our thing. So for this squad, well, it looks like they are trying to put up performance for everyone to watch and see, but they're not hitting at the grassroots maybe that they talked about in that conference, that let us identify the young players to come up. Now they're using players that can give us the win instead of let us develop or let us see what is next for the national team, because now most of the all-star players on the team are not still playing on the national team.
Yeah.
We can see Michael Korach, who played in the veterans game. So we should...
In short, we are having Wazeyu on this team.
Yes.
Okay. I beg we leave that at that. And just to let you know, the draws of the Gulu circuit happening this weekend are going to be out tomorrow. And please continue following us on the Rugby Rumble pages. We shall get the updates to you and on time. So, Job, being an ego, how do you feel? Do you feel, because after the sevens, the window is going to open, do you feel you would love to move as you have been, as the club was relegated in the 15s? Where do you see yourself?
Where do I see myself in the transfer window?
In the transfer window, in the near future, not the farthest, the near future.
All I know, all I can say right now is that in the near future I'll still be playing rugby. But for regards, or in regards to the club or the team I would be with, I beg to let that slide.
All right. When we look into the women's rugby, Black Pearls was walloped in the Kabaka Coronation Sevens. Black Pearls lost to Iwis in the group stages. Seems like Walukuba Titans is the team to look out to. It didn't come to play either, and they went on and walloped Avengers as well to emerge finalists of the Kabaka Coronation Sevens, where Thunderbirds hit them hard, so they finished 2, and Avengers finished 3. Bronze, where Avengers walked away with 1M, number 2 was walking away with 3M, and then of course Thunderbirds walked away with 5 million. How do you rate the Chadondo Derby for this previous circuit? How do you rate the Chadondo Derby? You know, when Buffaloes is playing Heathens, it tones down, it becomes a derby, because of course they share home ground, and it becomes personal.
Very personal.
It becomes personal. How do you rate the Chadondo Derby? You watched that game?
Hey, that game was very heated actually. That is always a game to watch. Buffaloes, you know, they have great talent. These are people that know the corners of the pitch. They know where to pass. They know which side is better. They know how to utilize each and every side of the pitch.
But they still lose that game. It is always intense, but they still lose that game.
One side loses the game. So like Buffaloes, the win is still...
No, Buffaloes brings a lot of heat to Heathens, but giving their fans hope that we are going to win this game, and then boom, from nowhere. At least, I don't know, is it that Heathens has luck, like somehow they will win by 2 points or by a try or something?
Now at that point, for this derby, it's now who wants it more. Who wants it more? And then you see who is fitter, because now we can see our man, the MVP of team. Once he does this, try time.
He's dancing.
But now there are people now, since they're like, okay, this is now our ground, let us contain these men. They go strategically, and then you see at the end of
they calm down.
Hey, they humble themselves. They are very aggressive, but they are still humble. So at the end of it all, it is who has not taken the pressure a bit is the one that has.
Congratulations on Team Daniel Oketa for emerging MVP of the Kabaka Coronation Sevens. I am sure he walks away with some goodies. You must have slept a happy man after Euroform working on you. And I would love to take this opportunity to thank the partners of the Kabaka Coronation Sevens. We saw Euroform giving, how do they call them? Taco bags? Yeah, taco bags and post pads.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is helping the sport grow. We appreciate you all, our investors, ENGSOL, of course, the main stakeholder, Uganda Rugby Union, and the rest. Your final submission.
Well,
I thought you were going to tell me when the window opens, I'd be interested in maybe Victoria Sharks, AOB. Anyway, are you in school? Are you at?
I've actually from orientation at Makerere University, where I've just joined as they call us freshers.
Okay,
Yeah.
we wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
We wish you luck, sure. So, the scouts of the Sharks have missed this one, but either way, we shall have you one day. We wish you the very best in your studies and in your career too. As fly half in the making, we hope to see Montgomery placed in Job.
Job. Yes.
Sorry about that. You can shout out to your friends and we call it a day.
Well, I'd like to appreciate each and everyone that has helped me grow, everyone that has helped me, everyone that has supported me along the way, starting from the great coaches of Nyamiyango College, Coach Payo, Coach Emo, Coach Sema. Then we moved to the great management of Eagles, the very own and owner, Mr. Company, Arthur, very great gentleman that is helping groom very young talents in the country.
He's doing a good job.
Yes, not forgetting our coaches, both Cherokee and Fahad, the team that I play with, and then my friends. I have Kavale, we have a Kavale group. Not that we are from Kavale, but it's a group called Kavale. We have friends Ian, Shadrach, Taremwa, Kawanda, Babu, Skane. Yeah, all our friends, the whole circle, my secret weapon out there. Yeah.
And your girlfriend?
Yes. I appreciate her.
Is she the secret weapon?
I will say less on that.
Thank you so much for being around. Thank you so much for joining the Rugby Rumble. I would love to appreciate my team on camera, everyone who has made this happen. Thank you so much. We wish you a blessed week ahead and a beautiful evening today. Cynthia Roy, Rugby Rumble, sign out.